If anybody's interested in cc&d or Down the Dirt, there are printer links, and it's available for sale through Amazon throughout the States or the UK or continental Europe. I'm going to stop talking about that and read this bullying-oriented piece of prose, and it is called Orange Musk. It comes in 3 parts. This is part 1, the 4th grade. I don't know why I did it. Maybe it's because I was always the one picked on. They called me fat when I was in kindergarten. They called me a teacher's pet because I did my homework and school was easy for me. I was made fun of because I was smart, and I'm sorry if the bullies didn't understand long division, but their deficiencies shouldn't mean that the girls in the neighborhood had to give me skinned elbows and bloody knees. As I said, I don't know why. Maybe it was because I was always the one that was picked on. And when a new kid came into your school, and who likes the idea of a new kid anyway? I mean, why take your chances on someone new when you're battling the relentless cliques you've created at the ripe old age of 9? For some reason, I don't want to think I'm the one that started and instigated it, but I can remember so many other little details about how we tormented this new kid. You see, his name was Blake Gajewski. 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 Now, I don't remember making fun of his last name, but as 9 years old, I remember thinking his first name was kind of odd. Blake. Well, you know, it had to be somebody else who started picking on him, because one time at recess when Blake Gajewski had the ball at the mock basketball courts, you know, a ball that was the size of a basketball, but it was a solid mauve red that made you think of the planet Mars. Well, I remember someone said that we should take the ball and attack him. So, like the little lemming I was, I joined Jenny and another girl, and I don't remember who knocked the planet Mars from his hands, but getting the ball wasn't really the point. But I don't know if I was the one that knocked him down before we all pinned him down, but when the girls had Blake Gajewski pinned down, someone finally said, "What do we do with him?" And we all just froze there for a minute. We didn't know what to do. We're not the bullies. This is new to us. It wasn't like we were going to actually hurt him or anything. So I racked my brain and I finally said, "I've got some orange lip balm." And that's when we all thought it was a stunning idea to smear this otherwise clear orange-scented lip balm all over his face and shirt. And I don't know, I guess the recess bell rang, so we all went into class, and he happened to sit next to me in our next class. Now, Erin was the girl that sat on the other side of him, and before class started, I distinctly remember her saying to him, "Blake, is that a new cologne you're wearing? A Musk? I like it." And I was biting both of my lips, trying to not say a word and not burst into hysterics. Part 2, the 6th grade. As I said, I was picked on, I was the teacher's pet, but for some reason, one teacher really liked me, Mrs. Fleming. This old lady with the bouffant white hair that made you think that she frightened her bad siblings when she left for the house to go to school every day. This old teacher put on a play to show off the classic Hawaiian culture and the king and queen of Hawaii, along with their court. And yes, because this woman liked me, she expected me to be the queen of Hawaii, and that can sound obnoxious, and yes, it was, but 25 other kids had to be in the play, too. It was a deal when you just sat there like a queen and do nothing throughout the play while the princesses had to kneel on the stage and their guards had to stand behind them on the stage, and then there were these commoners who had to do dances with sticks to please the king and queen. So the play might sound retarded, and it was, but being a teacher's pet had its perks when at a rehearsal I saw my friend Gina was a princess kneeling there, and kneeling there was Blake. That's Blake Gajewski to you. Blake was her guard standing behind her. As the queen in this little rehearsal, I noticed that Blake was standing close to the edge of the elevated stage, so I looked at Princess Gina and I mouthed the words, "Lean back And I moved my shoulders. Now, she looked over her shoulder, and then she looked back at me, quizzically furrowing her eyebrows as if to ask for confirmation. I confirmed. God, this godfather-like bullying is great. So she waited for the right moment, and when the timing was just right, she leaned back, and Blake accidentally fell 3 feet to the gymnasium floor. Part 3, denouement. As I said, I don't know why I did it. All I do know is that I don't think I really hurt him. I don't think he's tormented with all the despair that he might feel for, like all the other kids who may have been bullied. So, as harmless in hindsight this probably was, Blake, I have to admit, those were some great times. Thank you. I have a bunch of other short poems from people on Down the Dirt, but I just...